everybody. Welcome to DeDe's Dope Podcast. I'm your host, DeDe McGuire, host of DeDe in the Morning. Hopefully you're listening to me in all these cities. Shouts out to Compass Media. Syndicated us in 80 cities. I got to brag, 80 cities.
Yes.
But anyway, this is DeDe's Dope Podcast. Appreciate you guys listening and watching. My guests, I love it. I love talking to celebrities and stars and musicians. And this one is here with us, everybody. Welcome, Mr. JxHines. Look at it. I love it. I got a studio audience. I done came up.
Yeah, we live.
Right?
With DeDe.
What? The world has changed on me.
We here.
Okay, so where are you from? You're from Florida. We were talking about this.
South Florida originally. A little small town. I tell people West Palm Beach because it's the closest thing to it, but I'm from the 772 area. So, you know, shout out to 772.
Really? Your whole family, everybody's from that area?
Everybody's between there and West Palm Beach and Miami.
Wow.
So a little bit of all.
Palm Beach, that just sounds rich.
Depending on what side of tracks you on.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So you got it. How'd you get into music?
I grew up in church. So I come from a singing family. Grew up around a bunch of musicians.
Oh, I can tell y'all really singing. You know why? You said a singing family. You didn't just say sing. You said a singing family.
No, some of the best unknown talent you'll probably never hear of is in that little small area, and I grew up around it. So yeah, all my life.
Really? Like, who was the singer in your, like, who was the one singer in your mom?
My father.
Your father could sing?
Yeah, he's an excellent vocalist. Like, he's crazy. But I'm not even the best singer. Like, it's my sisters and brothers who really, like, were, like, the choir, the group. Like, I was just a musician behind the scenes. I knew I could sing, but I just used to shy away from it. Really? Unless I was, like, singing to girls on the phone and stuff like that. That's probably the only reason.
So you write music?
I do everything. I write. I write all my music. Actually, 100% of my music. I do all my writing. I create from scratch, from force to instrumentation. Me and my engineer and producer. So yeah, I do everything in house.
How many instruments do you play?
I play the drums. That's my first love. Singing is a different thing. It's not really an instrument, but I call my voice an instrument. The piano. The organ, and I tried the guitar, but he ain't blessed me with that gift. I would have been a bad boy if he would have gave me the guitar gift.
So now, did you take lessons, or you can just do it by ear?
I play by ear. Damn. I grew up naturally just playing.
You are like, that's real talent. You know that, right? That really is a gift from God. Like, you could just hear it. So when you write music, do you see the music? Do you hear the music? Do you see people dancing? Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you write it with not having that training?
My music is just venting. Like, I tell people all the time, like, I don't go into the studio looking for anything. I kind of go off of my experiences in life. So I tell people, like, I don't physically put pen to paper. It's more so just whatever I'm feeling that day.
You freestyle? You can freestyle? What?
That's how 99% of my music is made. I don't put pen to paper.
That's pretty cool.
It's all, I'm a great storyteller. I understand structure. I understand music. And it's just a gift. It's an anointing. So I had to tap into it and develop it over time. But that's how
Do you ever feel that now you're in the music business? Are you nervous of somebody taking advantage of that gift?
No.
No?
Because they can't. It's mine.
Yeah, but you know, you got to know that business side.
I went to school for business.
Good.
So
okay, you're a smart one. All right, here we go.
So
you went to school for it.
Yeah, we ready for that too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but that part I learned just by being a fly on the wall, like my 12 to 13 years of just being an independent artist before, you know, I got with Anthony and my music box, but just being able to learn and see what the business looks like prior to taking on a serious situation helped me. I know a lot of people don't have those opportunities early, but I was blessed to like really be around some people that went on to be like A-list, you know, the Baby, 2C, a lot of big people, Bunny Bag Yo. I sat around these guys for years as a fly on the wall, and I just kind of watched. And when it became my turn, I just kind of applied what I learned from that. And yeah. So.
You know what? I got to say this, first of all. I love your hands.
Thank you.
I know you're going to be like, why are you looking at my hands,
They shiny.
Yeah, because you got your nails done. I love it. I love a man to know how to get a good manicure.
We keep clear now. We're doing clear.
Clear. But I love it. I could just tell. I looked at your hands and you came because I was looking at your jewelry because I'm watching everything you got on and see your beads and you got that. And you got a lot of money around your neck.
Try to take care of myself best way I can.
Yeah, you got a lot of money around your neck. I'm going to say it again. So what did you do with your big first check? Like, what did you buy?
I won't say, well, that hasn't came yet. We working towards that big break. But a lot of stuff, like I said, I always been like, I got pieces as I went on. And I just kind of keep my stuff nice and clean and neat.
You lay your jewelry out on the side, on the nightstand when you go to sleep?
I got a jewelry box.
You have a jewelry box?
But I clean it though.
Okay.
I make sure I clean it and I make sure it's up to point.
Yeah.
And then
you ever look at it though when you get a new chain, you set it up there real nice, you stare at it and you walk by, you go to the bed, you look at it again?
Nah, cause I don't know. I ain't one of the people. I'm not materialistic. I could really go without jewelry. I don't really care for it, but I know it's like
a part of the
look, you know.
I get it.
But I don't need it though. But it's cool to have. But I'm not one of the people like, oh, I gotta buy a new. Nah, I'd rather buy some property before I do that.
I know that's right. Come on, let's be smart. Come on, everybody getting smart with that.
I always been that.
So who did you listen to growing up? Like who did your parents listen to? I should say, were they always gospel or did they listen to other?
It was a lot of gospel, but I used to watch Michael Jackson a lot.
Oh, wow.
That was like probably my first introduction to like mainstream music. And then from there, it just went on to like people like Marvin Gaye, Al Green.
You got an old soul. Oh, you're young. What you doing listening to like that? I mean, like what?
I'm the youngest out of 8. So it's like, I inherited what they were listening to, but you know, it was a good culture, like mix of like all kind of music, not just one way. It wasn't just gospel. You had R&B, you had soul, we had pop, we had hip hop. You know, I'm a big hip hop person too, Outkast, like the whole entire movement with that. So like I had a pretty good culture of like music growing up.
So let me ask this, as an artist now, Mr. JxHines, you listen to, you know, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, like those are people way before your time and certainly your peers, right? And what you're hearing. Do you think that music today and vocalists are better or worse?
Ooh, you want to be honest? I won't say it's a better or worse. I think there's a lot of great acts right now. It's a lot of people that are very talented, like her, Jasmine Sullivan. Like there's a lot of beasts out here. But I think the difference between now and then is more so what the time they took to put into the artist. You know what I'm saying? And I think just being able to be born around a time where I had great music to look at as example, opposed to 2023, I could just tell the process was different then versus now. That's all. I feel like it's like microwavable now. So you don't have to be as talented. It's more of like, well, if your lifestyle is messed up, we're into that more so than your music. You know what I'm saying? When at a point in time, it used to be about the artist and the music.
Right.
So
what about, how'd you hook up with Anthony Hamilton?
Got you. I've been knowing Ant since 2011. So I got introduced to him through King Carter. So he's the guy that signed the baby. And that's when he was doing music. So I was like...
Can I just say this real quick? They want to cancel the baby at one point. Everybody's like, let's cancel him. But right now, that goddamn, put your hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. I love that damn song.
That's my guy. Nah, shout out the baby. Shout out to the whole
ghetto girl with the hands on the knee. I said, well, I must be a ghetto girl because I'm so ready to put my hands on my knees.
I'm weak. Nah, shout out to them. Nah, that's extended family. But we all kind of grew up on that scene together. So like I was around Ant and I was a promoter for like 9 years in Charlotte. So I was already...
You got 9 lives, JxHines. What the hell? You were promoting out here. School. You did
like I've been grinding. I've been outside, but for the right reasons. Because I knew where I wanted to be, and it's no roadmap to this. So I think that, like, for me, the best thing I did was become a promoter because I learned the foundation of what it took to market yourself, what it took to throw events, what it took to be personable with people. And so me and Ant was just rubbing shoulders throughout different events in Charlotte. And then when I finally started bringing the music on people, he was just watching me. And I just kept going. I had my own self-grind. I had my own team. I was just dropping content. I was putting out music. And then right around 2019, I put a song out called Fireflies that kind of changed the trajectory of like my career. And when I did that, he kind of reached out like, hey, you know, I'm interested. We didn't do nothing right away. I had some other offers on the table from different labels and companies. Didn't really, you know, take it too serious. Not take it too serious, but it didn't turn into much. So, but he was the only person that kind of put a real tangible situation on the table. And then we finally came together and made it work. And here we are.
And now here you are with Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah.
Now you have the song Body Like
Scissor.
Okay. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Which body? Okay, because let me be real. SZA's real about the work she's had done.
I love SZA as a person. Before the body, like I'm talking about the home, the natural, like, and regardless of how she got her body
now,
I'm not against none of it. We love everybody. I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, it's just body goals in general. It's more so like just if you want this type of goal as a body, there's a million different ways to reach it. And however you decide to get it as a woman, because that's your choice, we support it. That's all.
Really? So you're okay with a woman altering her body? If you met a woman and she said, this ain't my real booty, you good with it?
Me personally, I'm not against any woman that does that. But what I will say is if that's what you into, that's what you're into. But I will always encourage to do it the right way, which is, you know, hey, go to the gym, work out. I mean, when you get it, you got to work out anyway.
Right,
so you might as well, you know.
Yeah, because I've seen some women, let me just say this. This is just a note for every woman that's going out here getting her body altered. I done seen some do it where they take it out of the waist and put it in the booty. The fat goes somewhere, because I got a friend right now that's being like, girl, I don't know what's going on with my neck. She was like, my neck is gaining. Well, guess what, B? That fat got to go somewhere else now.
I'm trying to
so
tell
when you took it out of here, it's either going to be in your shoulders or your neck.
I'm trying to tell you. So and you know what's so crazy? A lot of it is like they...
You know what I'm talking about? You seen them necks. You be like, okay, you know what happened. You took that fat and it got to go somewhere.
It got to go somewhere. But now we just promote the lifestyle of just, you know, getting up and working on your body regardless. I mean, I feel like that's just something.
But you're okay with it if a woman were to alter it?
I was a promoter at a strip club, so I done seen it all.
Oh, were you at a strip club?
And 9 years of my promotion came from a strip club background, so I've seen.
You messed with a stripper?
Nah, I dated one.
You did?
And
how long did y'all date?
Like a year and a half.
And what was the problem? You got mad she came home with all that money and you were like, who touched you?
I was put her in position to get the money.
You did?
I was a host.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
You'd be okay with your woman out here? Would you be okay with a woman who had an OnlyFans page?
Not that far, because and I'm not against women that do that. But what I will say, like, I have a type, and I know how I'm big on my image, and I'm big on what I bring to my mother and my family and what I'm marrying into. So I'm not against it. I respect the hustle.
Right.
And I'm all for my ladies that go hustle and get it like that. But I was trying to show her the way. I was in position to put her on stage and make the bag. And that's what I used to do. So, you know, for anything, I was helping her run her up.
So you okay?
I ain't insecure.
So are you dating now? Are you in a relationship now?
I'm dating.
You are?
Yeah.
You don't want to tell. I like when you say that.
I'm dating.
Like just dating several people or one in particular?
One person.
Good.
One person.
Good.
And we've been locked in for a while. Nice. And when it's time to expose that to the world, I will.
You want to be married? You want to get married someday?
I want to be married.
You want kids?
Yes.
You have a lot? You have any now?
No.
You have no kids?
No children.
How the hell you get this far without no kids?
Because I'm smart.
Shoot, nowadays you meet somebody, you be like, you're 19, you got 5 kids. Like, damn, you ain't got none. So you want, how many you want?
I want to experience that with my wife. 3 or 4. I don't care. I guess for me, it's more so like once I get to a place of real stability, then whatever that number is, I'll be able to support it.
So how many were in your family?
It's 8 of us.
There was 8. Okay, no wonder. You were like number what?
Number 7.
That's why you ain't really looking at them kids thing. Because when you grow up in a house full of a bunch of kids, you be like, I don't know, this don't look like it's a lot of fun. Because I was the youngest of 5, and I couldn't stand it.
It was fun. I had fun. Like, it was always...
No, you get hand-me-downs and stuff all the time. Did you get a lot of hand-me-downs?
We got a lot of hand-me-downs as a family, period. Like, you got, think about it, 8 children. Then on top of that, you raising your cousins, and then your homies, your friends coming over. So it was always like a bunch of people at our house. But like, that's the type of environment my mom and father like had. Like, people respected us for that. And, you know, we were just one of those families. So it was fun for me.
So as we talk about your career, because we were talking about, you know, getting started and you've done it all, it seems like. You were a promoter, you sing, you hung around all that. Yeah, you do everything. You went to college. Where do you want your career to go? Like, what is the pinnacle for you?
I see it along the lines of a Usher or Chris. If it gets to that
and
point.
What does that mean? Like, because what would you say?
The sonic of it, the hype of it, just what you know them from, like the quality of the music they've been able to give the masses over time. You know, I wanna be an artist that transcends in my generation, that leaves a mark for my generation, where you guys can consistently over time see like, yo, he gave us quality. He gave us quality, and I'm big on quality. Okay, you know. So
who would you say? Because let me ask you this. I'm gonna throw this out. I'm gonna ask you some music questions. Cool. Like, when you look at Michael Jackson and a Prince, right? Everybody's always put them in a bar. Who had the biggest impact, do you think, on music?
Michael.
Between those two?
Michael.
You think it's Michael? Why?
People didn't even know they barely could say his name. Well, they barely could speak his music or the language, and they was passing out. Like, I grew up on that. Like, watching people literally pass out when this man walked through. And I just think what he did for music is like, it's a reason why like Beyonce's and all these people are like forever giving him that pinnacle, because he was the standard.
Okay. Who would you say had the big? I'm gonna start throwing some.
That's cool.
Who had the biggest impact on music? I don't know. I'm gonna take you back on and see your musical knowledge.
Okay.
Motown influence or Prince Minneapolis sound influence? Motown.
Absolutely.
Okay. You ain't giving my man Prince shit today.
Prince is no. Prince was a beast, but when you start talking like Michael and you start talking Motown, like Motown, endless artists, Supreme, Temptations. Like list goes on. Like I used to always watch like the Temptation movies, the Berry Gordy's, the Smokey Robinsons, like the Miracles. Like I was just always.
So you do know. Yeah. Go ahead then. Okay. Because I'm always wanting to see people's when they're in the music business, their musical knowledge. Okay, what makes a great song? What do you need? What are the ingredients for a great song?
Ingredients for a great song, to me, my unbiased opinion, melody, story, structure, and feeling. And without those intangibles,
All right. Tell me a song in the last couple of years that you think was a perfect song, meaning from producer, writing, what song? And I'm going to give you mine. I'm going to see what you...
Most recently, I would say Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, Leave the Door Open.
That was a good one.
That was probably the first song I heard, and maybe since my little short years of living, that made me feel like nah, they did a number with this one. Like from vocals to arrangement to structure, like it was just, you can't deny it.
All right, you want to see mine? You want to hear mine?
What's yours?
You want to hear mine? Mine is Money Long. Hours and Hours.
Hours. She's from my area.
Is she?
Shout out to Money. Yeah.
Let me tell you why I say that. I tell everybody all the time. For me, when I hear it, production quality, writing, vocal ability was sick.
Absolutely.
Everything about that song to me, I went, and I wish she would have rode that wave to a little bit better, right? Because radio was playing the hell. Everybody was playing it. TikTok went crazy. Did a number with social media.
And she won a Grammy with that.
Right. But that song to me was one of the best that I've heard in a long time.
I agree.
That you really heard the voice. And then again, Bruno Mars, I give it to you. I have to say, that one was a good one because they even made it funny with some of the lyrics they did. But see, I'm an Anderson .Paak fan more than I am
I like
Bruno.
Anderson. Anderson is dope.
Yeah. And I'm so glad that Bruno went and worked with him and gave him a little bit more shine. Because normally Bruno likes to go and take a lot of our music and just adopt it. But
Shout out to Money.
Right. I'm going to keep it moving because people get mad at me when I say that. Because he will go, hey, shouts out to Bruno, though. Bruno will go back and get a Barcade sound in that song and make it a hit again. You're like, wait, whoa, that sounds exactly like I heard the Minneapolis sound. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm only going to. Let's go back to this about you being the artist that you are and the whole SZA thing. And because here's the thing, doing a song like that, what's going to be the next single? I want to know that.
Okay.
And are you going to still start?
I'm allowed to say?
Can he say it?
We're still right. We still negotiate.
Internal haggle.
No, okay. Can I?
Internal haggle.
You could tell them like what our tentative plan is.
Yeah. What is the tentative plan?
Should I say the name of it or should I just? Yeah. Okay, cool. I just had to make sure. But the next record, I
like that. He knows, right?
I had to make sure just because we're not just giving y'all false advertisement. But the next record that we are considering is called Soft Girl Energy.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, tell me.
So basically, it's just giving the ladies a step into. I feel like women like Summer Walker, just the women in general. I feel like y'all never really get to know what resonates in a real alpha male's mindset because it's always like, well, why are you coming home late? Or why this? Or I want to be in my soft girl energy. And I just think I was able to create a record that speaks to the women and speak from a man's perspective to tie it all in together to make it something that is super dope. But it's mainly just paying homage to the women that's saying, hey, I want to feel like a woman. I don't want to be in this space where I gotta, I want to love. And I'm just like, hey, well, cool. I hear you. And now let me respond to that. And that's what the record's about.
So did you write this?
I wrote it.
So how do you have to, what do you need to write? Do you need champagne? No, you ain't gonna have no champagne. Let me see. What do you need? You drink, you smoke? What do you need? Gummy?
I don't need none of that. I'm one of those people, whatever makes me feel a way, however I'm feeling that day, I don't go in with anything. I create everything from scratch. And I just was feeling that one day. I'm like, yo, I keep seeing this soft girl energy thing. I keep hearing my women, like, I want to be in my soft girl era. I said, that's a song. That's a song.
So when you write, when you get the inspiration, do you just sit down at your desk or something? Do you write on a plane? Do you write in the bathroom? Where do you write?
We start creating the music right on the spot. So we may start with some chords.
That's
we
right.
may
You don't
start
write
with
either.
And then once we get the foundation, I go in and I just punch. Okay, cool. I hear soft girl energy, boom. I'll lay that down from a vocal standpoint. Then I'll focus on what do I want this to say? And it flows from here. I don't put pen to paper.
So how are you going to handle, being in this business? This business it can eat people up.
Yeah.
They say that. You see people getting strung out on drugs and everything else. How are you going to avoid the pitfalls of fame? Are you trying to? Are you worried about it?
I'm me. And I've been me all this time. I've been me in some of the highest rooms, and I'm going to be me through it all. So I'm not looking to fit an agenda. I'm not looking to be cool and I don't need to be in every room. I just want to be in the rooms that make sense for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people don't have a lot of foundation going into this. They just see the glitz and the glam of it. But for me, I got a great team. So I should be able to navigate myself in the right way. And that's what I trust them for, to give me the right guidance, to show me like, hey, you may not want to go this way. You might want to look at it this way. And, from there, I pray on it and I just go.
Good for you. So you're a good church going. You grew up in the church, like you said then. Yeah. So that means you're not gonna screw around with groupies or anything like that?
I ain't saying that.
You didn't say that? Good.
And because I'm still
there's a groupie listening right now waiting on an opportunity.
But that don't mean she'll get it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think, hey, I got standards. And I know a lot of women don't think men don't got standards. Yeah, I could be flirty. I could be cool. I'm not an ugly dude. I'm a good looking guy. Like, I ain't really tripping off that. And for me, it's just like, okay, well, once you get past that, you still left with the person. Mm-hmm. What if I don't like you for real? What if I don't care for your energy? What if what you believe in, I don't believe in? You know what I'm saying? So I try to dig past that. Maybe because I got two parents that's been married for 43 years.
Really?
So
good for you.
I could call home like, yo, what's up?
You were raised right. Like you got that whole big, that is your foundation. That is so good.
Yeah.
You had a good relationship with your dad?
Absolutely. We talk every day. My mom and my dad, we talk every other day. Yeah.
Y'all, look, this is so new to me. Hell, that's new to me. I mean, my God, that's so wonderful to hear. And that's what you like to do. You want to be married that long?
Absolutely. But I'll say this, our generation is different. I tell my mom that all the time, like, we live in a different time. Like, I think now it's more so about what can you do for me or opportunists. And I think like, hey, well, more people are willing to marry the outcome than my process. And because I know that, I'm good on it. I'd rather just focus on my outcome.
Well, because you're successful now, right? If you were to get married, can your wife, does she have to have a job or she can stay at home and you be good with that?
She could do whatever she wants, but I prefer a working woman, not just a standpoint of like her.
But hold on, you making millions and stuff. I got to go to work. Like if I was married to you, make me work?
Not go to work in that aspect, but like bring value to the table. Like, hey, like if I invest in you in a way, okay, let's come up with a real tangible business plan. Let's talk about what we can do to help further your business. Let's get into some real estate. I don't mean physically go sweat and do all that.
Right,
now,
do have something.
Right, if she wants to do that, like I don't need a celebrity woman in my life. She could be a lawyer. She could be a doctor.
You would never date a celebrity?
If it's the right situation. It depends. If it's the right situation.
Do you have a celebrity crush on anyone?
Not
Is there
really.
somebody that SZA, hell, you wrote a damn song.
I don't even got a crush on her. I just admire SZA.
Yeah, I know.
I just like what she does. But crush-wise, I ain't never
You know what I mean? Like, is there somebody in the industry you go, oh my God, when I get a chance to meet them, I want to date them? No, there's not one.
It's some good-looking women, but I don't know. I'm past that. Like, if I'm around you and I get to know you.
What do you want then? If it's not the looks, what do you look for in a woman?
Qualities I look for is like, if I can no longer do it for you, are you willing to treat me the same? Are you willing to see me and view me as the same man that was providing for you on that level? You know what I'm saying? Because I think women don't understand. We get frustrated from a financial standpoint. And when a man is trying to get to a place in his life, whether it's if he's a creative or he's trying to get to point A or point B, I mean, it's one of those things like it's easy for us to push things off because it's like, well, I'm trying to complete something. And the woman is trying to nourish that, or she's trying to be like, well, I mean, my feelings, my thoughts. And if a woman can't really like love me when I can't do it for you just as much as I can, then I don't think it'll never work. And I think a lot of people are built off of just, what it looks like. But you got some people that's married and celebrity couples, they sleeping on the opposite side of the house. They don't even like each other.
Right.
What wing of the house you on? Let's talk about that.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't dig that deep. They just see the pictures.
Right.
And, oh my God.
That looks good. Couples goals, right? Don't you hate that? You be like, okay, you don't even know what's going on behind the scenes.
Each other out this morning. Like, y'all don't know.
Right.
But because I have real examples, I ain't looking for the you know what the kid. I don't
You
care
ain't
about
worried about that.
Like,
you want a
nah,
real,
the real deal. Like.
So now you seem so grounded and everything. So are you a person who believes like do you have any, are you a conspiracy theorist? You believe in aliens? You believe in, let me know.
I won't say that, but.
You don't believe in aliens?
I think I won't say this. That's a hard one because I've been watching a lot of stuff lately and I don't know what to believe, but I will say if aliens are real, there ain't nothing I can do about it.
You ain't no conspiracy theorist?
Nah, I feel like it's a lot of stuff out there that's just, people just.
You don't believe the earth is flat?
Nah, it's round. They just launched Virgin just launched a whole entire rocket
and punched a hole in our damn ozone. Did you see that?
I saw that, but they took people up there for the first time. So I mean, obviously the world is not flat as we can see.
Would you go? Would you go to space?
I wanted to at one point, but I don't know. I got to pray on that one. That's kind of crazy.
What you scared of?
I need enough people to go up there safely and come down for me to be like, all right,
hold on. JxHines, if they said to you, we getting ready to go, because you know they saying we gonna make colonies on the moon. And if they said, JxHines, we want you to do a concert on the moon.
It depends on the bag and it depends on where I'm at in my life.
Hold on. It depends on what? On
the bag and where I'm at in my life. If I've checked off some things in my life, I'm like, you know what?
I'm gonna go to the moon
and just in case I don't make it, I had a good life. But if I make it to the moon, we lit on the moon. You hear me?
We're gonna go to that moon and turn it out.
We're gonna turn that thing down.
The aliens will like it too, god dang it. I'm telling you, I believe in that mess. But you're not a conspiracy theorist. Nah. You don't believe in any of that.
I think they're real. Like, think about it. We live in a galaxy, one galaxy out of millions. I believe there could be extraterrestrial life out there somewhere.
Do you believe in cloning?
Yes, I know that's real.
How you know that's real?
Come on.
How do you know cloning is real?
Do you think cloning is real?
I know, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I've been saying clone. Look, Britney Spears is a clone with that wide waist when she be in there dancing with them bikinis on. Y'all see that wide waist? That girl be dancing and bikini be always low, like way down. Them shorts be like.
I am weak. Oh
okay, hold on. You know she do, and she be out there just moving and looking in the camera, and you be like, Brittany, it ain't sexy, baby.
I believe it.
But she's cloned.
I believe it.
She's cloned.
I can believe that it's some people out here trying all kinds, because the science in today's time is just too far gone. Like, it gotta be something like that going on.
All right, I agree. Now,
they're cloning animals, right?
They cloning animals.
And
they get food. And the food. Now we're getting ready to eat that. Or will you eat it? The food they're building and they make it in these labs?
Because they're gonna start mind control.
Oh, you heard of that, right? MK Ultra?
I might get too deep for y'all.
Hold on a second. Come on, play with me. MK Ultra? You familiar?
I'm not too familiar, but I've heard. I got to do some more research on it, but I've heard it. Like, I'll skim past something because I'll see it, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like getting depressed today.
I'm going to put you on to somebody, look, I got to tell Nicole, my producer, we have got to get the black aliens on. No, for real. Hold on a second, everybody. They are online. They have a podcast. They have everything. Girl. And it's black folks talk about aliens. I got to get them on because I love them black aliens.
That's hard.
Strange Activities is another one I follow, y'all. Woke doctors, you better follow them online.
Okay, well, you giving me I'm going to go look these people up because I like information.
Strange Activities, Unconscious, what is it called?
And black
Unconscious,
aliens.
Conscious. You got to find them and you're going to find all of this stuff about MK Ultra. They talk about that mind control, cloning. Yeah. They say Eminem was cloned too, y'all.
Woo. Yeah.
Some people, you want to know who else they said? Remember B.O.B.? Yes. Y'all remember B.O.B.?
I remember
B.O.B. Bob. They say he was cloned. Jamie Foxx was cloned, people say.
I don't know, man. Well, shoot. I just saw, matter of fact, I just saw Netflix. What is it? No, they cloned Tyrone. Mm-hmm. I just watched that.
I watched that.
And I was like, dang, it gotta be some truth to this. Because people just can't pull from thin air. So I'm gonna leave it there.
Look into MK Ultra.
MK Ultra.
Follow the black aliens.
Black aliens.
Just start paying attention to some of this stuff because I keep trying to tell everybody all this stuff that they said was fake and it's starting to come, like we're finding out. I don't think they can contain it anymore because we all have phones.
Yeah.
And you could take the pictures and videos now. Yeah. So pretty soon them aliens are coming and we're gonna need Will Smith to save us.
Sheesh. Hopefully.
Shit, if we could just let him live after the whole thing with Chris Rock, can we just let him live, damn it?
Hey.
I know.
Man,
look,
that was crazy.
That was a moment, right? When you think about somebody's career and everything. Do you ever do that? Do you ever worry about one misstep could ruin your career or where you're going?
I think about that most. I mean, there's a lot of examples of things like that. And I'd be wondering, like, how does that go down like that? But a lot of these people, like I said, they've been in this for a while, so there's no telling what's going on behind the scenes with that. But I think about it. Like I think about it from a perspective of when I do get in position, like just what to look out for. There's a lot of guys that made enough examples to be like, okay, I don't want that for myself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go steer left.
Whose career would you want?
Nobody's. Mine.
But whose career would you like to map or mimic? You get what I'm saying?
Emulate.
Yeah.
If I had to, I would I feel like people like J. Cole,
Oh, I love him.
Kendrick.
Yep. I love. Oh,
I
my
like
goodness.
I like guys that.
Oh, you were like them intelligent rappers.
Yeah.
They'd be saying stuff that you like. What did he just say?
Because I'm intelligent. When you dig deep into my music, like, and you get past the instrumentation, like I'm really saying something. Like I know people hear body like SZA, but if you listen to the lyric, I'm saying I'm talking about me coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I just so happen to use a bar that said, well, hey, you want a body like SZA? Well, do your sit-ups. That's an option too. You feel me? Like, and I'm big on wordplay. I'm big on storyline. So I look at those guys as examples because I'm like, well, shoot, you don't know nothing about The Weeknd or you don't know nothing about J. Cole. Like these guys are either out the way with their family, but every time you see them, it's positive. They're selling out some type of arena. They're doing some type of give back. They got something going on from a business or from a artistry perspective that I respect. And I want my career to have the utmost respect, like, behind it. And, you know, I want to be able to move around with my family and show people, hey, there's a different way. You know, you don't all got to look like this, but, you know, this is an option too. So why can't I have that option?
So you like them. Who's the best lyricist you've ever heard or seen or that people, you know what I mean?
All time? Andre 3000.
Wow.
That's my hip hop hero.
Really?
Yeah. 3 stacks.
Dang. No, but I've not talked to someone and they not say, it's always the debate between Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Biggie, Tupac.
I mean, Wayne is up there, but Andre 3000. People ask me all the time, what's your dream feature? Andre 3000, for sure.
Wow. Have you reached out?
Not yet, but hopefully one day we can be able to make that happen.
Is he going to do it? Because the last video I saw, he was in Japan walking across the street. Everybody, what the hell are you doing in here?
Nah, he been servicing around lately.
I know it. Like, it's like just popping up.
He had a crazy record on Killer Mike's album that recently just went out. But I think I make the style of music that I feel like he will respect. So I would love to one day in the near future.
What else? Any other collaborations you would like?
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Gotta get that one day. You know, Drake. People like that. But if they never come, it's cool. Because what I do is gonna speak volume for itself regardless. So they come, they come. If not, guess what? It's nothing but love.
Who was the
and
most,
respect.
and then I'm gonna stop. I know you're like, stop asking me about these celebs.
No, you good. Keep going.
Who was the celeb that you were the most impressed to meet, where you went, damn, I didn't met someone. I mean, just give me one. Just be real.
Thus far?
That you, because you're around a lot of celebs, right? Were you ever starstruck or not even, or that you just said, damn, I just met so-and-so?
Not really. I'm not, and I hate to sound like that, but I'm really not like, oh my God. I've never been that dude.
Like,
I've always been like, okay, I feel like I'm somebody y'all should know too. But I just had to earn that over time. But fast forward to your question. Somebody that I met, that I just was like, okay, I just met this person. Probably Beyonce when I went to the Rock Nation thing. And even though I
you went to the Rock Nation brunch?
Yeah, I was at the Rock Nation brunch.
Oh, hell no. Then I'm getting ready to get off the set. You know, that's, hold on a second. Going to the Rock Nation brunch now is bigger than going to the Oscars. Have y'all noticed that?
Yeah.
People are always talking about how they get left. Snoop Dogg was talking about he ain't never got invited to the Rock Nation brunch.
JxHines planted his flag and I did it very well.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. But that's be like the only person, because I witnessed people that have fame and status. Even Hov was just chilling and I'm watching all these people.
Hey, what they serve at the Rock Nation brunch?
They had some good food.
Like what kind of food?
It was like...
Was it fufu? Because I can't stand food. I just went and had dinner last night, some fufu ass food.
They had like Wagyu steaks. It was like finger foods. It wasn't like no plate that you can get from like, ooh, we stuffed. Like, oh my God, I got to buckle my soup while I'm over here. Like, nah, it was nothing like that. But they had like good, like Wagyu steaks. They had like hors d'oeuvres. Like just like, you know, stuff.
Okay, so hold on. I'm curious. Just give me the inside. So you have that to eat. And then what are you drinking?
They had all kind of stuff. They had Douce. They had all kind of concoctions. They had stuff with foam coming out the top. It was dope.
Okay. So what's the entertainment there that goes on? Just looking at each other, each celebrity, or there's nobody performing? It's just
nobody's performing, but it's like a room. It's a big networking base. A lot of these people don't even know each other. And
how many people are there?
It was a lot.
Like how many?
To name, like maybe
1,000?
Nah, not that much.
500?
Maybe like 100 to 200 tops. but everybody that was there, and because people was coming and leaving at different spurts in time, so I can only imagine who all came through. But my little short time there, I watched everybody. When Beyonce came in, I watched everybody like literally crawl over each other to get to this lady.
Really?
And I was like, wow, she really is who she is.
Celebs act like this over her.
Yeah. I'm talking about people you can name like Mark
and why
Wahlberg
do you suppose that is? Is it, I mean, because she's still human like the rest of us?
I don't know what that woman
is. It because
done.
of we all have witnessed, I said to somebody, we have watched this girl become a superstar in our own. We got a chance to see it in real time, right? Mm-hmm. Is it because she's a superstar? We admire what she does?
I just think she kept it about the music all
and
her
everybody
life.
knows
and
that.
Her
you respect.
vocals is like her vocals, her music ability has been true to the art, everything. And I got to see her live for the first time. And I was just like, she's the closest thing we have to Michael Jackson. Yeah. And that's no lie. Perfection-wise, for 4 hours, not a missed note, not a missed dance.
That's dedication and focus, ain't it?
You feel me? And but to be around that showed me early, like, you know what? I can do this. Like
inspiration, right?
Yeah, I could do it. Put a whole different battery in my back.
Damn. So, hey, listen, since you're in good with Jay-Z and Beyonce and everything, and you get to get invited to the Rock Nation, can you tell them they should have levels to it? Like you could have level C or people like me that we just get to be in the parking lot.
Oh, man.
Level B could be, you know what I mean?
It's crazy because...
And then level, you get what I'm saying, A is all y'all that are in the game.
It's crazy because you're not, you could think you're famous, and I'm talking about, speaking of parking lots, it's a parking lot you get dropped off to get into like a van or
to go to
where you're going. But the thing that trips me out is
some rich stuff.
It's some of the most famous people you like. Dang,
and they getting on the bus with you in a van.
You with me? Like it's tripping me out because it's like any regular person would be like, yo, this is Uzi. Yo, this is so and so. But when you get in there, your fame doesn't cash in. Like it doesn't matter. Like you're not famous until you meet somebody that's really famous.
That's really famous.
And it's like, woo, I thought I was doing something.
Yeah, there's levels to this fame game, right?
It's levels.
Yeah.
It's levels.
Is there a certain, thank you for gracing, Mr. JxHines. Thank you for gracing DeDe's Dope Podcast. Of course, DeDe in the morning, you'll be on that show.
Thank you.
Is there a show that you've said, I got to get on that show? Is it the Tonight Show nowadays? Like, is there a certain show that people go, man, I got booked for that?
I think since a kid, I always wanted to do SNL. Wow. I think that's something that in my career at some point I would love to do because I can improv like crazy. But outside of
you don't want to just be a musical performer.
Nah.
You want to be on an act too.
Yeah.
You want to get into acting?
I'm already in it. I'm actually in a Tubi series called The Urbans with Clifton Powell, Rodney,
I heard of it.
Rodney Perry.
Rodney Perry's in
all of them. So I was actually in a scene and they're working on season 2, so I'll be a part of that as well.
Good for you to get into acting, getting that check in different ways.
Trying to
diversifying.
Every way.
Damn it. God dang it, JxHines, with your good nails all done up and everything. Good manicure.
Clear, by the way.
I know. I love when he said clear. I know. My husband always says that too. I'm always like, yeah, get your nails done. All right. So let's talk about, we were talking about well-produced songs. And I was saying how I thought one of the best to me has been, Money Long.
Correct.
Right? To me, it encompasses everything of a great song from the writing. To me, I'm going to tell you what line I love the best in her one song on that song when she talked about...
Yo, Waggle. What's up, bro?
Slide in here.
You're over there.
Yes, sir.
I would get up, but if I get up,
Waggle,
Anthony Hamilton, everybody. Anthony Hamilton.
We got the Waggle brothers. You know what
well, dang it. DeDe's Dope Podcast has stepped up. Got an audience and Anthony Hamilton. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to act. Oh my God.
Don't leave.
Boy, wait till I tell my mama. Life done came up, mama. Anthony Hamilton.
What
up? Anthony, how you doing?
I'm good,
You know what? Can I just say, I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. I've watched you in this game. I was with you, what was it, 20 years ago?
It's been a minute.
We don't want to say nothing. I don't want to say that.
Nah, it's been a long time.
Shoot, I'm walking around here with Botox trying to act like I'm younger. Let me stop saying it was 20 years ago.
It's all right. I'll wear tight chapstick,
okay,
so it's the same thing.
5 years ago, Anthony, I remember.
Yeah.
I'm only going to go that far with you. When we think about it, dang it, 20th anniversary of coming from where I'm from, right?
Yeah, man. 20 years.
Did you ever think you'd be in this game this long?
Yeah, you never know. I started out as a dream as a little kid, and you never know how it's gonna pan out. How's it going on?
That's so great. Let me tell everybody the story. Let me just tell you this, Mr. Hines. I love JxHines. I love him.
He's a good
boy.
guy.
He was telling us how y'all got together, hooked up, and everything else, and which is so great.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about him. So back then, this is years ago. I have a sister who's very interesting, and she doesn't know anything about Black music. She don't know nothing, right?
Yeah.
She worked in radio, but more on the other side.
Got you.
So we're all hanging out. We're at a party. And so we can't find my sister. She's like, oh, I'm just out talking. I'm talking to this person. I'm talking to this person. So she said, I've spent a long time talking to a really interesting guy. We had a great conversation. So we said, who are you talking to? She said, Tony. I said, who? There's no Tony here. There was only a few of us at the house. So I keep thinking, so, we're going on and on. I'm drinking me something. All of a sudden, Risa, now who are you talking to again? Man, that guy Tony was so nice. She keeps going on and on. And Tony told me, and nobody could figure it out until about an hour or so later. I think you had already left. And she said, everybody was saying bye to you. And she said, bye, Tony.
I am weak.
We said, this is me. Excuse my language. Bitch, that's Anthony Hamilton.
That's a good word. That's a really good word.
Right. That girl didn't know. She just, you must have said it to her, knowing.
I probably said
knowing
Tony.
that she didn't know. And you just let it go. You just, or she may have just said, hey, Tony. This girl the whole time calls, and to this day will say, hey, I saw Tony on TV. Bitch, his name is Anthony.
And
that's something.
That's some people want to shorten it.
Yeah, but she did. Isn't that funny? And she had no idea who she was talking to.
Yeah.
But now when she sees you, now she knows. She tries to act like y'all best friends, though. She does. It's funny. But here you are. What would you say has been the secret to your success?
I think, consistency, being kind to people. I think giving people quality music consistently over and over again on purpose, and my live shows. I think being really real.
Yep.
And people can feel that when you really mean.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I think a lot of people don't realize how important a live show is in performing, because that goes a long way. Right? And y'all make a lot of money on that, right? On live performances, right?
You make more money on that than you do
And so if an artist isn't any good at it, and we all come back and they don't even realize rumor and the way you be like, oh, that was horrible. And they don't even realize that.
Yeah,
artists don't get it. So Mr. Hines, you got a great mentor right here.
He's hard on me.
Yeah, you end up spending more money trying to promote something that could promote itself if it worked out well live.
Mm-hmm. So in these 20 years, how many albums?
Wow. What, 10?
Wow.
I think 10. Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Dang it. I know it, right?
10.
What's been your favorite that you've done? What song that you go?
Song or album?
Well, let's go with album first, and we'll do a song.
Coming from where I'm from, because that's the Once Upon a Time. That's when it all started.
Okay.
Linked up with JD, and we, you know, we shocked the world. They didn't expect for me to do any numbers, actually. We sold 1.3 and probably
1.6.
Well, as you could hear the professional numbers in the background. So, so it did a lot more than,
What's the one song you like singing, you enjoy singing all the time? I mean, of course, everybody wants you to sing, and sing this. Which one do you enjoy?
I enjoy Her Heart. I think, I went to South Africa and performed at one time for about 30,000 people.
Wow.
Just there to see me. And it ignited something. And I like Lucille. Lucille. Yeah.
Okay. You have this distinct voice. Everybody says that to you, don't they?
They say I sound like me.
Oh, no. You sound like you be sitting on that porch, though.
Yeah. I used to. I still will. Yeah. Sometimes.
Everybody says that, don't they?
Yeah.
I can remember, I worked on the Doug Banks show for years, right? And I remember one time you called, and I remember, I'll never forget it. It was when Obama was running. And everybody was nervous. Everybody wanted you to sing A Change Is Gonna Come. Do you remember? Everybody had you singing that, didn't they?
They wanted me to sing, and the Nagy anthem.
Yep. Isn't that something? And now I'm like, wow, isn't that, it's just, I don't know, it just trips me out because I think about that and your voice and what it means and how it resonates to people. Have you ever thought about, or have you done something like doing an album full of the classics that Black folks want, or?
I've toured with, I've toyed with it and I've thought about it. I love Bill Withers. I love a lot of Bill Withers songs.
Doing covers of the songs that a lot of us have heard, but we want to hear you. This is the thing.
Yeah.
What people don't know is that we want to hear you sing it though, because in our minds, it's who you represent and what your voice, it stirs this feeling from all of us.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that would be a good one of classics or certain, like you said.
Yeah. Bill Withers. Otis Redding, a lot of those. Yeah.
And you know what's a trip when I think about that? I always tell my mom will talk about Otis Redding and everything. A lot of us didn't realize them folks were young back then with them kind of voices.
They were.
With them kind of voice. Shoot, when you think about it, Teddy Pendergrass was growling at us and he was young. Who's your favorite? Who's one of your favorite?
You just named
really?
A lot of them, yeah. Yeah, and Gladys Knight, Natalie Cole, big fan of James Cleveland.
Oh, dang.
Man, just so many.
You like some real ass singers, don't you?
Yeah.
You really like who's a real singer to you today?
A real singer to me today? I think Jasmine. I love her voice.
JxHines said it.
Fantasia. She can go. Luke James is a very talented cat.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Who?
Her's talented.
Yeah. She's so talented. It's sick.
Bilal can sing when he wants to go. He can go.
Wow. Do you think people...
Hamiltons are
do you guys, and let me ask you too, JxHines, you guys think that today's listener and are they, I mean, it's almost like, do they really respect real singers? Do they want it?
I think it's more of a trendy world right now. Whatever's trending, whatever's hot, whatever makes them feel good. And then they'll decide whether the voice is good to them or not after that. I think it's what, gets their attention. Right now. But
are you nervous because of when you look at the trend of music?
Yeah.
And you look at where we're going. Even somebody told me this. And JxHines, you play instruments, real instruments, or do you play it?
I play real instruments.
Because let me tell you why. Somebody was telling me that pretty soon we're not going to see anybody play instruments anymore because now you can do it through the computer.
That's a lie. You
don't think so? You got fellas, y'all disagree with that?
Ain't that much technology in the world to take away what's real. Nah, not everything real ain't gonna be gone.
But you get what I'm saying? Because these, you can now get online.
It's easier.
Yeah, it's easier. You can buy a beat anywhere. You can create a beat.
It ain't the same.
But the feeling, like you said, you can never reduplicate somebody really playing live.
Yeah, somebody sitting down playing the piano or playing an acoustic guitar or a cello. You'll never have, the computer can never mimic that with that feeling.
So tell me about JxHines and why him?
Why not him?
That's a good question.
Yeah. He's incredible. He's talented. He has his own voice. Great writer. He works hard. Yeah, you guys have not even heard just even a smidget of what he has. Yeah, we're just trying to make sure it sticks. So when we start putting it out there, people can really, really hear it. Yeah, he's going to carve his own niche.
How many more artists how many more JxHines are you looking for, or are you looking? Because somebody listening may say, I want to get to Anthony Hamel. He can help me.
At this point, I'll keep my ears open, but I'm really focused on making this happen.
Have you thought of, are you doing a reality show with this? Are you documenting it? Can I tell you why?
We're doing behind the scenes and all the footage, it can turn into whatever. We got a lot of footage.
The reason why I say this is because as we go forward in life and you're one of the voices that we know, right? Yeah. That is a true voice. So when you put your stamp on somebody, JxHines, this is why you're so blessed that you have somebody like, you know what I mean?
Well, thank you.
When you put your stamp on him, then it makes it it elevates, right? And because once you do it, then we know then he must be the truth. If Anthony Hamilton says, who's a singer, who knows what he's doing, then we also got to pay attention to him. And that means there are other artists or other people up and coming that want to be a part of Anthony Hamilton. And we want to know, you have a good ear. You would know. Yeah. I would watch the show if you said Anthony Hamilton's putting together a talent show that's going out on the road. Yeah. And he's looking for talent. He's taking all these people with him. I want to see who you pick. That's why I'm asking if you're...
Yeah, I know people would want to...
We would.
See. All right. I want to see what he like. And what sounds good to him. He sounds good to me, but what sounds good to him?
Hey, did we ever get somebody? Did we ever get Charlene? Did we ever make a picture of Charlene? Like we know who Charlene really looked like? Can we do a search for Charlene too, so you can star?
Charlene in the box. Charlene in the box in the closet. She ain't got no face right now. I'll give it back to her in about.
Hey, because there's a lot of girls saying
years.
When Anthony Hamilton sings, I want to go on tour with him, and I want to come out and I want to stand. I want to be Charlene. Like.
You can be Charlie.
So who do you listen to when you're at home? Who do you listen to?
You know what? I've been listening to BJ Chicago Kid has a song called Liquor Store in the Sky. It just came out.
Damn, a liquor store in the sky.
It's
All
so
right.
dope. He's such a dope writer. The way he takes something that's so urban and make it feel like it's the most soulful thing ever. So I've been vibing to that. Frank Ocean, pulling up some old Frank Ocean.
John, yes, sir.
Yeah, and just vibing, going backwards.
Is there anybody new out today that you like?
Yeah.
Besides JxHines?
Yeah, I like Giveon. I like Friday. I like.
I love Friday.
Yeah.
Friday has. You know what somebody said to me about Friday one day, and I was listening to him, and they said he sounded like he was computer generated. And now when I hear his voice, that's all I hear.
Yeah.
It sounds like a computer. It's weird.
He has a haunting type of tone.
It's weird.
I feel like him and Giveon is like
they are very similar.
Similar.
He's like the hood version of Giveon.
Yeah, he is. But I'm gonna say that song
He's
he
a
did with
bad
DJ
brother,
Khaled and Rick
Jay-Z.
Ross and them and that.
Yeah.
What was that one again?
God did.
God did, boy. That song right there.
They were trying to. I heard they were trying to get somebody else, but I think it was Jay-Z who fought for him and said, "No, he sounds hungry." That's
He
why.
did.
Yeah, that's
I
why.
can hear you doing stuff like that on some of those.
He sounded hungry. So
Is there a song that you ever thought to yourself, Anthony, that you wanted? You thought, damn, I should have sung. I could have sung that hook.
It was,
or a song somebody had that was a hit, and you.
It was a CeeLo song. CeeLo had sent me. I don't know if it was "Fuck You" or one of them songs. He had sent it to me, and he was doing this, CeeLo thing. And I heard it, but I was so busy, I didn't really get a chance. And he put it out, and it was a smickety
Yeah.
I said, God, you got to be more careful, boy. Lord. I'm just called CeeLo tonight. You got anything else, man?
That is funny. So you do get songs that will come through, and then you will say, and then somebody else does it.
A lot of times I get songs, and they're songs that people think I want or think, sound like me. And it could be close or it could be something old that sound like me a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm looking to, elevate where I am, take it to another level and bring it on another audience.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be smart about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm picking and choosing songs that sound like Anthony Hamilton 2025 or 2027.
Good.
But still giving you that gravel and all that stuff. Just giving you all that.
You can just sing like you just talking. Like you just talking. You just did that like me saying, for real?
I got a lot of whooping, so it's in there.
How old were you when you knew how to sing? How old?
Oh, man. I knew I loved music when I was 5 or 6. I used to listen to the radio and I put the speaker to my head. And I wouldn't play it loud. I would just play it loud enough so I felt like I was in there.
Mm.
And I just started singing. So the local church in my neighborhood, they made me sing on the choir.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they heard me. And then they started making me lead. And I didn't like it. I wanted to stand behind the kids with them dirty shirts with the Kool-Aid stains on their white shirt. I wanted to stand behind them. And so, when they started pointing me out, I would do it, but I didn't really love it. I think when I was 12, the girls in my neighborhood started saying, "Oh, man, you can sing." I say, maybe I can.
What about you?
Maybe I can. Maybe I can.
JxHines, what did you know? How old were you when you knew you had the ability to?
Not even to piggyback off of him, but my father's voice is almost similar to this guy.
Really?
I'm not lying to you. And it's funny because growing up in church, everybody like, your daddy can sing. I know you can sing. I know you're the drummer, but I know you can sing. And I'd be like, But then my mama would catch me singing to the girls on the phone.
Wow.
When the chord was used to wrap around and you hear somebody pick up on the other end. Boy, I know good fine well you got school tomorrow. I'm not even call you tomorrow. But that's when I kind of was experimenting. And like you said, I think when I got to college and they started finding out I had a real voice.
Right.
No different. I said, maybe I can do this.
Wow. And that's so good that you can get paid, y'all. You get paid to do what you love, right?
Yeah. Especially when we figure out this streaming thing.
I know it. Is that difficult?
Well, we're getting robbed.
Are you really?
Oh,
How are you getting robbed? I don't understand.
Robbing us.
Tell us what that means when you guys say you're getting robbed with streaming. What does that mean? Why?
Somebody, these corporations, these big companies, they sit around and figure out a way to get their money times 15 and find a way to, to calculate it in a way that we don't truly understand. But they've been practicing and configuring this stuff out for years.
So when you say, for instance.
So it's very, 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 very small percentages of what we really truly earn.
Really?
Yeah, it's not the same as selling like albums. Like I got into it because I want to sell albums for $9.99, $15.99 or whatever that is, and I know what I'm supposed to get. Now you calculating, I don't understand what you. I got to go back to school.
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you get money off of? Like, say TikTok, Instagram, people playing your music? Because nowadays everybody will make a video when you put somebody's. Do you get paid off that?
We get paid. We get if it plays, we get paid.
How much do you get off of like social media plays?
It's kind of hard to calculate it.
Okay. See?
Yeah. It's yeah.
So the artist has to receive
1,500 spins.
1,500
spins of somebody basically.
Spins, radio, but
yeah.
On digital. Yeah.
And then you get paid.
That's one sale.
Damn. They need to recalculate that.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, that 1,500
equals one. That's not. But they're getting paid off of every time.
Wow, y'all. Then we need to have a strike like the damn writers and the actors strike.
I'll strike a pose right now.
Well, can I tell you something? I know. Hold on. Now, Anthony. We need that. Look, we need a strike. We're going to strike that one. How do you feel about AI and the voice? Because you guys heard the song. There was a Biggie song, I think, that AI did. They did another,
I didn't hear it.
Drake. They did a Drake one with the AI. How do you feel about that? AI coming out. I
think the aliens about to come back here and kick all our ass.
See, thank you, my man. We talked about some aliens. You believe
about
in them,
to come
Anthony?
smack up among them.
Come on.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're ready for aliens.
And they're going to probably have afros.
Yeah, they are. My mama said they're going to be black.
They're going to be black, and they're going to be bronzy black with this gold skin.
Yep.
And they're going to come out here with some flat legs on. I'm telling you.
You believe in aliens?
I believe God is so incredible that he created everything
come on now.
He could fathom.
I agree.
Here, there, under the water. That's a layer under the water. I'm pretty sure that nobody is seeing.
Oh, I love it. I can get into this. Don't talk about, okay.
Well, my Aquarius mind is starting
I
to
love it. Okay. So wait a minute. So the AI, what about, do you guys, how do you feel about, not cloning, because we talked about cloning, but have you seen where they do those holograms? Yes. Hologram concerts and things. You okay with that?
You know what?
When they bring in Whitney back.
It could be spooky, but it's something about it is kind of fascinating in a way. It's kind of spooky.
You're okay with that?
I don't want to be too close to it. I don't want to touch. Don't come out and touch me, Tupac.
Right. Would you touch me? Then here's my question. Would you do a song with an AI? Let's say they said, Anthony Hamilton, we're going to put you on a song. We're using the likeness
Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole, you would?
Yeah.
You like Nat King Cole's? Yeah, he had a nice voice.
I think he'd behave. Tupac might come back. He might be still mad. Yeah. I do Thugs Mansion from the house. I'm not coming. No, I do one with Pac.
No, but you would be okay with that.
You know what? I'd try it and see what, I don't know,
You're not too, you're not.
I'm not spooky, but I don't play around with a bunch of stuff when it comes to spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
I try to keep a good balance.
What about you, Mr. Hines? Is there anybody, if they said to you, we're going to bring back Whitney Houston's voice, would you do it on an AI? Would you do a song with an AI?
It really depends on the ramifications.
We're going to put them with Shorty Low.
Nah, Shorty Low the guy.
Yeah.
But Whitney, I ain't mad at that because Whitney voice, I'm going to just say that off gate. It's unmatched. Unmatched.
Y'all, honestly, I was listening to something the other day and I said, boy, this girl had a voice and none of us did.
I was crying watching the movie.
Right.
I was like,
I did
man,
too. I sniffled up.
why am I feeling this through? Even the girl that played her in the Whitney movie, I was like, why am I feeling this through the movie?
Because you realize what a talent. By the way, when you think of this, because I was thinking about Whitney being gone, Luther Vandross, right? I remember hearing the stories about Luther where they said he had to protect his voice. Do you have to do that? Like Anthony, do you do that with are there days when when you're performing at a concert, do you not speak? Are there rules that you do to protect it?
When I first got into it, mentally, I did more damage with trying to protect my voice than what I was actually doing. I was thinking about it so much that I was tightening myself up. And prior to that, I was smoking a lot of weed when I was younger, drinking 40 ounces and running around and screaming at everything and everybody. I could sing every day, all day.
Right.
So when I got in here, it started, it was mental. And then I got through that. And I started finding out what really works. Tea doesn't always work for me. It dries me out because my body has more heat. So I do more cool water.
Damn it, you hot-blooded. Come on now.
I warm up. But I won't you can't drink too much alcohol. You can't do too many spicy foods because you know
That's what I've heard.
over and
only
over
reason
again.
why
Eventually it'll start. It'll dry
get
you
you.
out. You get dehydrated,
Yep.
and your voice gets
And your
dehydrated.
vocal cords. What about you? You do anything special? Because again, the reason why I brought that up, because they were saying that back in the day, Luther, you guys know this, they said Luther Vandross would not talk when he had to perform. He had a humidifier when he went home at night. He did everything he could to protect his voice. I'm curious, do you do anything?
I'm learning stuff from him. So
Yeah.
I'm picking up like little things like chewing on ginger or like just how to like be reserved. I don't really smoke or
Not
drink a
screaming
lot.
in the club.
Yeah,
Yep.
like
Don't
I don't
scream
really do
in
a
the
lot of that.
club. Don't be yelling.
Right. So he stay on me, but I
Yeah.
appreciate it because it shows me he cares about me, not just, oh yeah, go out here, do your thing. No, I care about you.
About your
So
future and where it can,
If you want to have longevity, these are some,
Yeah.
these are some tips to look into.
Yeah.
And he does that. And it's my job to listen and understand how can I make this work for me. So I'm learning. The more I get around him, I'll be like, okay, he do this, he do that, but let me figure out what works for me.
Right.
But like, I don't do a lot of smoking and drinking anyway. So at the end of the day, it's just like, I'm just trying to find my little
balance,
routine that works for me. And then one day I'll be able to say, well, hey, this works for me because I learned off of this guy. So.
I like that though. Here's my other question then.
Sleep is the best thing
Sleep?
for your voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even whispering is
It's bad,
hard.
they said.
Yeah, it's bad.
And the only
on
reason
your
why I know this, I do the show, right? The show has taken off and we do two shows. We have a
Congratulations,
national,
too.
thank you. We do the national and then we do a local because I'm based in Dallas, right? And so they were telling me, and I didn't even realize this, we're on from 4 a.m. almost till 10.
Wow.
Doing 2 shows. And I kept trying to figure out by the end of the week, my voice would be gone. And they finally told me what you said. They said my vocal cords were swollen from doing too much talk. And they said, stop whispering, stop drinking coffee, stop drinking spice. Everything I love. Let me tell you what they told me. Stop drinking coffee, stop with the spicy food, all of this stuff. I went, Jesus, this is what I love to do.
You just gotta limit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what's next, Anthony? I mean, 20 years in the game. Tell me what's coming up. Everybody, that's hard to believe. I just keep thinking, this 20 years. Tony, I can't believe this.
Yeah, Tony.
But what's...
First, I'm gonna put a new picture on the Tony the Tiger. And put a real brother face on the box of the cereal. You know what? I have a Hamilton Corner Store. My grits and cornbread and biscuits and all that good stuff. Red velvet cake.
Where can we get that?
HamiltonCornerStore.com. I really, really want to do that. And I'm gonna put out a bourbon. I like bourbon, so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bourbon is great. Okay, I
and
love
my
that.
hats. I'm finally gonna do the hats.
Do the hats.
Yeah.
Nowadays you have to. Everybody has to understand
I've
these different...
collaborated.
Yes.
It's time to just step on out there.
All right. And then how can people follow and find everything there is to know about you if they want to see when you're going out on tour? When you
Just come to the crib. No, you can on my social media, Anthony Hamilton Official on IG and my Facebook. My Twitter is Hamilton Anthony. I think somebody got Anthony Hamilton.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know, right?
They're probably trying to sell it to me. I ain't gonna buy it. I just flip it around. I ain't gonna buy it. And let me tell all y'all something. I only have one Instagram, one Facebook. I don't have them. Stop saying, is this you? No, it's got 2 people and about 5 friends. I got more friends than that.
Oh, wow.
I earned them. It took a long time to get to 1 million.
Oh, my God. I love it. Good. It did.
Organic,
Yeah. Organically. I love the way you said that. Yeah.
So, I didn't pay for them.
No, good for you.
Yeah.
But Anthony Hamilton, I'm so proud of you. I really am. And it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, Diddy.
I think about, we've done interviews with you on the air. I always think about one time we asked a question about, you had your kids and I think you were we did an interview one time and I don't know if you were picking them up. You were in the line back then. You know how you have to get in line to pick your kids up from school?
Yeah.
And we were all like, and we hung up, I'll never get it. We all hung up the phone and we went, that was Anthony Hamilton. He's actually picking his kids up and he's in the carpool line.
Man, yeah. Football practice was all this week. They had a scrimmage today, so I was online trying to see it. But
you're a very active father.
You have to be.
You like being a daddy?
I love it. I have 6 sons, 3 older, 3 men, and 3 young boys.
You do not have 6 sons.
Yeah, my first child, I was just turning 16 when I had Anthony Jr. And now he's 34.
No.
And his brother 32, and then Tristan is 26, and then my twins will be 13.
But no girls.
And my youngest is 11. No, I have nieces.
Wow, the fact that you have 6 boys, any of them sing?
They like music, yeah. My oldest son, he likes music, but he's doing more graphics.
Okay.
Been doing some graphics for me.
Did they ask you daddy for money though? Because how many people ask you for money, Anthony? Because you like rich.
More non-family members will ask. There's some family members that I ask every day. But now my kids, they really don't bother me about.
Can I have
They
some
don't
money?
ask.
No, can I ask though? Can I have some money?
Yeah,
Because like you, I want some of your money because you're rich, and I just want to know if I could borrow.
Yeah, I got plenty of it.
I just want to ask.
I got so much. I got so much of it. I spend it and it comes back.
Good for you. See,
You know what I'm saying?
That.
It's like, no, we don't want to leave you. We belong to you.
Yeah.
And so,
well, let's do
I'm
this.
going to the mall when I leave here.
Coming from where I'm from.
Everybody gonna get something.
Coming from where I'm from, 20 years. Shouts out.
Yeah.
And shouts
Got the
out.
T-shirt to prove it.
Yeah.
And you and Jermaine did this back then.
Absolutely,
And
man.
y'all cool.
L.A. Reid.
Yep.
Yeah.
You still cool?
Oh yeah, I can call JD. He'll pick up.
By the way, before you go, we were talking music. Mr. Hines, best producing duo group ever in music. Who do you think it is?
Best producing?
Producing,
duo?
uh-huh.
That's hard.
Man.
That is hard.
I was asking some music. Before we go, I just want to ask that one question. I know my producer said,
that your light is going in and out in the back.
oh, she's telling me I got to go. Okay, so what?
Just let the people know.
Oh, the light's going out. I don't have shoes on anyway. It's just, yeah.
That's
Wow.
hard.
Who's the best producing?
Ooh.
You got Jimmy Jam and Terry
I know it.
Lewis. You
Oh,
got
LA and
gosh.
Baby. You said
yeah.
Quincy Jones
Quincy,
and
I was
Rod
gonna say- I was
Templeton
gonna say- I was
people?
gonna say Quincy. If I had to say overall, I was
All the
gonna say
notes.
Quincy.
Nah.
yeah, right, but who?
No,
I
Gamble
would've
and
said
Huff.
Quincy?
I would have said Quincy.
Gamble and Huff from
Quincy.
the Philadelphia.
Yeah,
And
Quincy
then
Jones
JD's
is
up
incredible.
there.
JD is good.
Yeah, he's up there.
Missy Elliott.
Missy is my
Missy.
favorite
Missy.
female producer of all time. in
Pharrell's
life.
done some really
Ain't
great
that something?
work.
Ooh, you just can't name one in that cat because there's so many
D'Angelo,
people.
just him
like,
alone, what he's done for himself is just.
God, that's hard.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you my favorite, and they were always my favorites. Was LA and Babyface, because I tell people, if you ever listen to that song if you ever listen to Real Boys to Men songs, that stuff was put together like an
that
orchestra.
stuff was incredible.
Wasn't it? When you think about On Bended Knee or
Yeah.
Well, I'll Make Love to You,
Babyface wrote the Seven
you
Cowboy
start
song,
just
right?
listen to. I always tell people, if you listen to the background, it sounds like somebody was orchestra, like the different voices going in the background and the crescendo, this and that.
But that's what I was saying. Like they
I
took
heard
their
when you
time
said
and put it in
crescendo.
there.
No, I used to do. Well, I was in
Yeah, you
as a
know
kid.
something.
I was in choir, and I'm just saying. So I love music,
Yeah.
and I just every time I listen to those songs, I told people one of the best produced songs was "Fair Weather Friend" by Johnny Gill. When it kicks in and that goddamn beat comes on, and the way them drums are going, it's so unbelievably produced. I went,
Right.
gee whiz, we need that kind of stuff. JxHines, I'm gonna need you to do more of that.
Oh, it's there. Trust me.
Start producing, and
It's there.
The
you
Avila
guys.
brothers are really dope too. They're under Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Those
See?
are some very talented guys.
I love it. I just want to give love to some of those people too, the writers, producers, everybody in this game. So.
Absolutely. Background singers.
Yep. And well, listen, I love it. That means I'm gonna go on tour with you. All right.
Exactly.
Here's the deal.
And he's
Mr.
going too.
JxHines, thank you very much.
Cool. Thank
Anthony
you for having me.
Hamilton, thank you for bringing JxHines to us.
Thank you, man. Thank y'all.
And continued success to you, and congrats on 20 years.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, y'all make sure, and you said the corner store.
Hamilton Corner Store.
Hamilton Corner Store, y'all. Oh, I got to get all your stuff. And you said
Man,
cornbread
I'm telling
too?
you, it's the best grits alive.
I know that's right. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Give it up again for our guest. I love it. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you to my producer. There she is, Nicole. Appreciate it. And my set designer, Tori, over there. Tori called the set design. Look, I did all this. This is big time. All right, y'all. It's DeDe's Dope Podcast. Talk to you guys next week.
Wake up every day, put a smile on your face with DeDe's Dope Podcast.